Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Nightingale. So, some things have happened. I came back to Sylvan's Cradle. I equipped up Laura, came back to Sylvan's Cradle. We spent the entire time trying to clear this. This is where I set up a camp and had to rebuild it 4 times before I finally got to sleep so that we wouldn't be in nightmare mode the whole time. Went by the vault, didn't actually go in there, and we are currently here and about to head over to Sylvan's Cradle because we have to clear this before we can go up all the way up here to cleanse the realm so that we don't have this stuff because it took me a second to realize, but because of the realm effects, we're taking significantly more damage. Like a lot more damage than we should be. And I'm killing myself with the explosive marbles. So I might be switching over to the bow and arrow once we get a better bow and arrow, if we don't unlock our pistol soon. But there was a hope echo here, so that's why I started up early instead of all the way over there. Otranto Tallywag Tower of Loss. And back again. Oh, it's one of these. Day 4 in the realms. The Fae know how to build landmarks. From the moment we entered the realm, we were beneath the eyes of a colossus of impossible proportions, and beneath other parts too. Our route beneath the statue's arbor vitae caused much consternation among we older prudes. None of us knew where to look. Then I saw Mary gazing with deep focus at it. "Mary," I spluttered, "it is eye-catching, but—" "Observe," she replied. "Chisel marks just beneath the tallywag's tip. They're enormous. See that goal beside them for scale? The sculptors must have been titanic themselves. Even so, it would have been the work of generations to turn a marble mountain into a statue." With new eyes I stared and stared at the impossible artistry and persistence of those ancient giants, the shaping of a mountain of raw stone with such refinement, until tutting of the old prudes behind me at my gawping got too loud. I found myself blushing. I never saw the statue on our return. Now that I recall, even the howls of our pursuers couldn't have distracted me for that long. Funny how could a mountain have disappeared? Because the mountain was a fae. You were staring at his legitimate junk. Alright. And we're off. The other cool part is I got one of those Wendigo looking beasts. I need to probably kill one to figure out what it is. But it's been keeping the bound away. It's been really nice. Oh, sounds like a wisp. Yeah, I was right. That's a big wisp cluster. Holy. I do not. Oh, there's a sound puzzle. I can hear it already. Well, before we go in there, we have Aurelio, Acevedo, Ortega, and Desma Valavani, who we've been following her notes.
I see the concern etched on your face, but I don't advise coming any closer. We're not yet certain how contagious this is. Never mind that. This is beyond your holding minute. A Realmwalker's pocket watch? You carry the Hermetic Guidebook too, but you're no member of the Explorers League. No need to get defensive. I simply wonder if I've misjudged you. Now, admittedly, I wouldn't know Quatermain's newest Geoarcane recruits. But given the state of things, yes. I suppose we're all Realmwalkers now. Aurelio Acevedo Ortega is the name. Ambassador Explorer by title and 30-year Realmwalker by trade. I only regret that you have found me in this present condition.
Why can't I pass through the
Passing
gate?
through that gate is exactly how I came to find myself in this current condition. I closed it to prevent officious heroes such as yourself from entering and falling victim as well.
What lies
A
beyond the
temple
gate?
of sorts, now ruins of Fae worship long past. I had discovered neither artifact nor relic before this misery befell me. So, do not be tempted by the promise of treasures and so seek to breach the gate. You will only be sorely disappointed.
What were you doing beyond the gate?
Searching. For a being, for a place, which in some ways are one and the same and nigh impossible to locate. But such yearning is the burden of dreams that calls us forth. However, my current expedition is certainly not a pressing matter. At least not for you. I'm sure you have other questions.
Could I convince you to open the
An
gate?
absurd question considering I've already told you I was the one to close it. Do you understand how these gates function? They are installments of the Red Cross Knights of old, the predecessors of the explorers and Realmwalkers. It is inherent in their design that they prevent entry to those weak and unworthy. Woefully, I would hazard that the majority of our current roster couldn't pass on the best of days. What makes you believe you're different? If we must.
Okay, so those gates still have a limit, and that's how. I never knew they were made by the Red Cross Knights. They were just installed everywhere. And now we know the Red Cross Knights, which were the explorers and realmwalkers, their predecessors. I think we run into one of those. They installed them to prevent people too weak to enter the trials. I'm making a course for Nightingale and was hoping an experienced realmwalker might know the way.
Nightingale. That city hasn't crossed my mind in over 2 years. I cannot get you there in my current condition, but I have a colleague, Nellie Bly. I know little about her concrete plans, but she was working with Quatermain, attempting to find a haven for those who've been stranded in the realms. Nightingale surely is their destination.
Nellie is an
The
explorer too.
explorer's second, no less. Even I cannot deny the tenacity that earned her the title. Perhaps you've read her exposés over the years. Now she set her mind to the tall task of rescuing the world. It would be wise to seek her out.
Quatermain, that saying means familiar.
I should hope.
Name
Alan
seems
Quatermain
familiar.
is the head of the Royal Cosmographical and Geo-Arcane Society. The most eminent Realmwalker whose exploits are the fabric of legend. He mentored me in my early days of Realmic Wanderlust. If anyone can sort this mess out and chart the course against the Pale, I'd place bets on Quatermain.
Where might I
Last
find
we spoke,
Nellie?
Nellie was in a realm by the name of Gloriana's Tears. One where scorching dunes could char Lucifer himself. Only a well-meaning fool would station herself amid such conditions.
You call her a fool, and yet you would send me to her.
Oh, laughter does hurt the lungs. You misunderstand. I say it with a healthy dollop of affection. While our views on the explorer's ethos may differ, Nellie and I share a mutual affection. I would not send you to her if I did not trust her implicitly.
What is the explorer's
The
ethos?
original ethos was to pave their own path. To love the realms, not for their harmony, but for their disarray. Exploration for exploration's sake. Nellie, though well-meaning, strays from this. She believes explorers should save everyone, and that such is their duty. While I do not fault her altruism, she believes the realms exist to support Earth. An anthropocentric viewpoint I do not share.
You've no desire to see Nightingale again. Earth.
I grew up in Bogota, surrounded by civil war. Cities accommodate societies, and societies are but a thin layer of icing upon a cake of dread and hostility.
Let's go back to the matter at hand. How recently did you see her in
Time is
Gloriana's
a haze
Tears?
in my current state, but I would hazard within the last month. She won't have moved. Nellie is as stubborn as yours truly.
How
In
can I
time
reach
long
Nellie then?
past, Gloriana's Tears was but a few realms away from Sylvan's Cradle by way of the Empyrean network. If one were able to cleanse the site of power, I suppose one could reconnect the network and reach Nellie's camp. No. If Nellie knew that I'd sent a novice Realmwalker on a perilous jaunt to reconnect an ancient Fae portal network, she'd grind my brain into sausage.
Well, it's a good thing we have a super powerful Fae sending us on an adventure to reconnect the ancient Fae portal network. I can handle
I'm
the
afraid
challenge.
you'll need much more than a daring spirit to overcome these odds. Besides, the site of power is inaccessible so long as that gate remains closed. You'll need to show a lot more than confidence before I'll be convinced to open it.
I was told to seek out Realmwalkers for insight into these trees.
Though we be fellows in realmic wanderlust, I can see it in the dark of your eyes. You're an infant in these realms, a refugee fleeing the pale light hazard. Your concerns, therefore, are better placed elsewhere. I have these well in hand. But perhaps my quartermaster, Miss Valvani, has use of you.
Alright, I'll
Excellent.
speak with her.
I suspect she'll have all the information you need.
Ooh. You should
I
get
have
some
tried.
rest.
It does not come easily. But if you're leaving me so I might try again, take with you this geo-arcane idiom to ponder. Truths reveal themselves to those who walk with curious eyes.
I'll leave you for now. Interesting. I want to. Oh yes, they straight up gave me the new umbrella. Yes, we can fly farther. What level is it? It's 25. Perfect. Hold on. I want to go to progressions. Go to tools. Did it auto unlock it? No, it did not. Oh, but I do have the stuff to make. What was it? Refinement stuff that I needed. I made that. Is that all I needed to make? Oh no, I needed buttons, buckles, and fasteners. Oh sweet, we can actually get that now. I am going to unlock the... I'm probably going to have to unlock these now that I think about it. If our level's not high enough, I want this one. That's a need. And then unlock this one for tender steak. I've not had any of these before. Oh, that's a 40% increase to food yield. Dough and bread would be nice. Fish cutlet and fish fingers. Salad's really nice. That's a good replacement for the mixed berries. These are all 15, aren't they? Yes, they are. These are all 25s. That's a 10 though. I could get that. Okay. What was she saying? Excuse my inattention. We've a rather urgent situation on our hands at the moment that requires my utmost focus. What's going on? The leader of this expedition, Mr. Acevedo Ortega, suffers an affliction unlike anything I have seen, even after years in the laboratories of the Calcularia. I am doing all I can to devise a treatment, but I near the end of what can be accomplished from this vantage. I dare not leave him alone in such a state, and your feet on the ground may be greatly appreciated. How can I help? Thank you. Much as I might wish to wring the old bastard's neck, I have no desire to see him perish in my care. You surely noticed the trees on our ways to us, yes? Their affliction began in tandem with Aurelio's, Mr. Acevedo Ortega's, as he skulked about this god-forsaken site of power. I have little in the way of concrete knowledge, but I believe the sickness to be Fae in nature as much as a curse of disease. What's your relationship to Aurelio? I am the quartermaster for this expedition of 2, supplying what tinctures and armaments we require. Aurelio helms it, and I dutifully follow where his ill-considered whims deign to lead. When this disaster is finally behind us, I will be glad to see our so-called partnership come to a long overdue end. You don't sound fond of the man. Do I not? I imagine it is entire lack of empathy that sours me so, or his reckless endangerment of himself, this realm, and all the people therein. Pardon me. Aurelio is a difficult man, but brilliant, and I agree to supply his venture knowingly. Perhaps... perhaps I expected too much. Did you enter the Sire to power yourself? No. Aurelio, in his characteristic fashion, would not wait even an hour for me to pitch our tents after the journey and headed in alone. I had barely unpacked when he staggered back, pale as death, insisting on erecting that gate. He still neglects to tell me what happened within. I dare not risk my own health to investigate. What would have brought a curse upon Aurelio in the trees? Any explanation I could offer would be mere conjecture. Fey magic falls far outside the domain of chemistry in which I am comfortable, but it relies heavily on contractual bond. I know not how, but I imagine Aurelio's entrance into the site was disliked by some Fae's age-old agreement. Why the trees have suffered his consequence, I can scarcely guess. Does this disease have a cure? That is what I am searching for, and where your aid is needed. Despite its magical origin, I believe this sickness can be treated as any sickness, but we lack the resources for proper development and testing. I already have a recipe for a serviceable antidote, but I need you to brew additional samples and prove their efficacy before I dare treat Aurelio, or risk worsening the village's arboreal plight. You really think this curse can be lifted with medicine? I am far from the first to seek a chemical solution to a magical conundrum. Much of the potion craft is merely chemistry by different name, its practitioners seeing magic where they fail to understand the science. All the magic can effect is better understood as elements knowable and controllable by natural means, not supernatural. We need only learn the proper methods. Does this disease have a cure? That is what I'm searching for. Uh, Okay, what should I test these potions on? Listen well, I have something quite particular in mind, and we must not take chances with the antidote's safety or efficacy. Just as sight seems to bear the infection, so do other Fey ruins in the area and life therein. I sought to search them before I knew Aurelio's illness would progress so rapidly. Though the bound make exploration difficult, there are two I know to contain suitable test subjects. Within one, a species of mushroom now corrupt and rotting, and another a carnute facing certain death. I'll identify these mushrooms. These are no ordinarily earthly fungi. They grow immensely large in the deepest part of the ruin. They are, in fact, quite woody to the touch, not too dissimilar to. Oh, we gotta go to crypt. A carnute, even realm spirits can contract the plague. I think that's what the big giant thing is. It would seem so, a worrying truth to be sure. Aside from our for a trial, I would like to see this creature made well. Perhaps the realm would not be faring so poorly if its steward hailed. Yeah, that's what. Yep. Thank you. I will return. Sorry. Thank you, Realmwalker. And before you go, my name is Desma Valavani. It is a joy not to be facing these dark times alone. Purity potion, tier 2, refined alchemical boiler. I think that's here. Fire masonry. No, I think that's consumables. Oh, I can learn this for free because of the quest. I really do have to stop spending it early, but some things I just don't want to bother. There's a hope echo. Oh no, it's Puck. What? I gotta wait for Puck to respawn. There he is.
How interesting. Quite the mare's nest thou hast become entangled in. Deals made and broken, a vicious curse unleashed. Yet there is more afoot than any child of Earth has yet gleaned. Fortunately, none better know the dealings of Fae than the Fae themselves. And you have an expert close at hand. But, of course, nothing that comes free is to be trusted in the wilds, fleshling. I might be persuaded to share my knowledge in exchange for a favor. Elsewhere in Sylvan's cradle there lingers an old glyph, etched by adversaries of the Summer Court many moons past. Destroy it, and I will tell you what I know of this cursed land.
A favor for a favor. Alright, so for my journal, Oh, I'll unlock the Pepis box, and it's supposed to unlock the lodestar here. Shatter the glyph. I gotta go talk to her. I gotta go talk to her now. Because I completed those, I believe. And I need to finish this one. And those are all complete. Okie dokie. So... gotta take a purifying potion there. Where's the glyph, though? Nod glyph. Here we go. That's actually not that far away. We'll go take care of that real quick. Hopefully. Won't be too difficult. It's going to be a pain. I know it. I can feel it. I said that, and as soon as I thought that in my head, I went, oh, it's going to be an actual legitimate pain. That's a Carnute. I think that is what a Carnute is. I don't have a spyglass, but the spyglass will actually tell you what it is, because you can use a spyglass to find specific creatures. But they're the protectors and maintainers of the realm. Which, yeah, if one of the Carnutes are injured or sick, that would explain the realm falling apart around us. I didn't mean to hit you, Wisps. Ooh. Oh, Jesus. I hit the wrong one. That bear had an absurd lack of cooldown. I dodged it, and it still knocked me down. Are you kidding me? This thing is driving me nuts. That and the fact that explosive marbles. Explosive marbles are stupid. Get the regular marbles back. Jeez. That took longer than it should have. And took more health than it should have. Oh, it might also help if I was actually full on food. Look at it. That might have also been a problem. But I'm blaming the Fae. Okay, so the odd glyph was up here, right? Right over here. It might be down below us now. Oh. This is a good mining spot. What? There. It's over here. Is there a cave? Is that what it is? There's a cave? I think it is. The best part about the upgraded umbrella is I could go much, much further with it. Hello? What's an ingot? Etched ingot. Oh, that's even better. Okay, so an odd fake glyph you were tasked to destroy. Oh, looks like we're climbing back up. Thought there was... Is there not a... Oh, there is a cave. It's over here. Never mind. I was going the right direction. Now I need to find the cave entrance. Ha! I'm gonna die now that I think about it. Oh, this is gonna be a pain. Oh, that does the jittery move, blurry stuff. That's super creepy. It's like watching a ooh. It's like watching a spider walk. That's what actually gets a lot of people freaked out by spiders. Well, that's a dead dude. Wonder if I need a purifying potion to get through this. Come on, latch on. I don't know why I want it latch on. Ooh. Red spiders. Blood-colored spiders. The glyph behaves differently than other glyphs you found before. This must be the glyph Puck warned you about. Pay close attention. You can discern unfamiliar shapes forming sentences in a language you don't understand. Failing. Attempt to memorize it. You spend a few minutes meticulously studying the shapes, committing the delicate lines and curves to your memory. Shatter it. You spend a few minutes meticulously shatter the glyph. The glyph shatters, its contents forever erased. Okay, so because those are hello.
Another fine favor finished. I had faith my goodwill was not misplaced. And of course, fret not over the shattered glyph. It was little more than a flawed record of events already long past relevancy. Now then, your well-earned reward. The Fae who bound Sylvan's cradle in contract are ones I knew well, though they have long since fallen from the graces of more eminent kin. The folly inherent of their dealings here, oaths of blood, suffering eternal, is their gauche indelicacy, typical for Fae of their caliber. Such brutish contracts invariably hold ways to circumvent them, and this is no exception. One might consider that suffering can be ended in a myriad of ways. Some violate the terms of this deal, but not all. Do with this what you may. My knowledge is yours, and this arrangement is satisfied.
So what this reveals is they didn't like how the history was written, so he had me destroy it so they could rewrite it in the ways they wanted to. So me memorizing it will probably find out the secret. It may actually have to do with his fall. And in here, some Fae fallen from graces from more eminent kin means that they were cast out, thrown out, or lost a bet, lost a deal, and were thrown down. Oaths of blood and suffering eternal. So they made an oath of blood, they failed it, so it's eternal suffering. Not everybody is violating it. Yeah. So that's interesting. I wonder if there's anything else in here. Oh, there's definitely some shiny ore. Oh no, this is zinc? Okay. Oh, we're going to have brass really soon. I think I can break this. Sounds like, yep, Flora is here finally. good amount of stone in these. I really wish you'd stop getting in the way of my swings. I'll swap these out. Take this, put this here. I think this might be shiny ore. Shimmering ore. Oh! Alright, so the tentacles be bad. Got it. Okay, I'm getting out. Bye. Toodles. Woohoo. Don't step in the... Oh, that scared the crap out of... Oh, hello. This probably will tell me that these tentacles are bad. I'm gonna laugh. Desma Valavani's notes. Uncovering a safe route to the interior of the ruins has proven most difficult. Every entryway is overrun with swarms abound, depriving me any means of access. The secrets within lie beyond my reach. However, during our initial reconnaissance efforts, we spotted peculiar fungi of the region that I have not seen elsewhere within the realm. I believe this particular mushroom, showing the typical signs of infection, has direct correlation to the ruins which lie beyond our reach. Testing my formula on the fungi is the next step in defining its limits. That being said, I must ensure my well-being before attempting any means of extraction. Standard safety protocols may not suffice in the presence of the fungi. I cannot afford to fall in the midst of our dire circumstance. Failure to accommodate the necessity could result not only in the loss of our collective labors, but also that of Aurelio's life. Reflecting upon past entries, I must ask, do I fear the loss of the expedition or that of my colleague? Okay, so that's the fungus that we're supposed to be testing on. Now we know we need to come here to deal with that. Uh, that's the spawn area. We'll deal with that. So we're going to go make the potion in the next episode. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, go ahead and leave a like and look forward to more progress coming up. I've been releasing this every Tuesday, Thursday, and a Saturday, Sunday. But I'm recording a whole bunch in advance, so if you're leaving comments and suggestions and ideas, keep doing so because I will be looking back at them and picking them up later. So, without further ado, toodles.